everyone. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Inspired Cooking with Maddie. This week I'm going to be making an interesting side dish. It is perfect to take to picnics or have as a side dish with some chicken breast. This is bean salad. So I live in a small town and we had a restaurant here called Auntie's, and they used to always bring out this bean salad, well, similar. I've tried to copy the recipe as closely as possible, but they used to bring out bean salad with sourdough rolls, and they were known for their bean salad. They've changed owners a few times, and now it is Brico. But this is the closest that I have tweaked this recipe to be like Auntie's bean salad. So for all you Portage Lakers out there, this is something that you have to try. What you're going to need for this recipe is 3 cans of kidney beans. You can use light or dark. I am using 1 can of the light and 2 cans of the dark. You're going to want to keep the juice in there because you're going to heat these up first. You're also going to need 3/4 cup of diced Spanish onion. You're going to need 3/4 cup of diced celery. And then this is kind of where I've had to tweak it since my surgery. You need a cup of diced gherkins, which at Giant Eagle I have found sugar-free ones. They are made with Splenda, so if you are not on board with Splenda, that's fine. You can use regular ones. But since I am so sensitive to sugar, I found the sugar-free ones. So you need a cup of those diced. You're also going to need 2 tablespoons of the juice in this can. And then you are going to need a 1/2 cup of mayo, which I am using light mayo. This is the Hellmann's light mayo, and it is 35 calories for a tablespoon, and it is 3.5 grams of fat for a tablespoon. So astronomically lower than regular mayonnaise. This is what I use. You are also going to need 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I prefer the garlic salt because who doesn't love garlic? And then this is like the key ingredient that makes it taste different. This is ground white pepper, and you're gonna need, you can use anywhere from 1/2 teaspoon to a full teaspoon. I'm a little bit more sensitive to pepper and spices, so I am using 1/2 teaspoon. I am also going to, at the bottom, I'm gonna post all of the nutrition information per serving for this. So you can refer to that if you're interested. So first, what you're gonna do is you are going to get a medium-sized saucepan, and what we're going to do is just heat up the beans to get that. I mean, they're fully cooked, but you know, with botulism and stuff, you want to heat up your canned goods. So I'm going to turn this on, and we're going to let these come to a nice simmer. Once again, I'm using 2 cans of dark red kidney beans. If you eat organic, you can get the organic kind. I personally don't. So I'm going to put these in here and let them simmer. Put the lid on this. And then what you can do during this time is you can start dicing up your onions. Make sure you get Spanish onion. Something about a Spanish onion really tastes good with this. And then you can dice up your celery and also your little gherkins. Once the kidney beans have come to a nice simmer and are slightly bubbling, I am going to turn off the heat, and I'm actually going to take these over to the sink and use a strainer, and we are going to strain these really good, and then we're going to rinse them with ice cold water. Once the kidney beans have been simmered on high heat for about 5 to 7 minutes, you're going to want to get a strainer, and you're going to want to strain the beans, and then you're going to want to put ice cold water over them and continue shaking them until about 1 to 2 minutes is up. This makes sure that the bean is then cold because this is a cold bean salad. So then what we're going to start to do is we're going to start to add our vegetables, pickles, mayo. So this is 3/4 cup of diced Spanish onion. So we're going to add this. And then this is 3/4 cup of diced celery. Add that in there. This is 1 cup of diced sugar-free gherkins. Like I said, I got them at Giant Eagle. We're going to add those. And then this is 2 tablespoons of the juice from the sugar-free gherkins, which is here if you would like to see those. And we're going to add that in. This is a 1/2 cup of the light mayonnaise. It's Hellmann's. You can also use Miracle Whip, but it doesn't taste like Anthony's that way. So we're going to add that. And then this is 1/2 teaspoon of garlic salt and 1/2 teaspoon of ground white pepper that I also got at Giant Eagle. And then we are just going to mix this all up. It takes a little while to mix just to get the light mayo mixed in really well. Sometimes I even make a double batch of this because my dad loves it so much. My sister loves it. My best friend Heidi loved it. And you are just going to keep continuing to mix until all the beans and vegetables are saturated. Here is another look at this from the top and what it's gonna look like when it is almost done mixing. I've had this before as a side dish with grilled chicken breast or even fish. And it is so tasty. It's also very simple to take to a picnic or to a party. I love the way that this tastes after it sits in the fridge for a couple of hours and gets a little bit more creamy. And that's how you make copycat Anthony's bean salad. I'll be posting the nutritional information below for the serving size of a cup. Usually a 1/2 cup gets me full, but I realize that my stomach is very much smaller than that of a normal person. So I will be posting the nutritional information below for a 1 cup serving. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell so that you don't miss any recipes. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I'll see you guys soon.